Do this and people will respect you. Immediately. Command respect. Stoic philosophy. Have you ever faced a moment where someone disrespects you, perhaps with a cutting remark or a dismissive attitude, and left you feeling small or helpless? It could be at work, with friends, or even within your own family. In those moments, it's natural to feel a rush of anger or frustration. But the real question is, how do you respond? Not just to protect your dignity, but to command respect, even from those who seem to disregard you at every turn. You're not alone. We've all been there, feeling powerless or caught off guard. But here's the powerful truth. You have more control over how you handle these situations than you think. In today's video, we'll uncover timeless Stoic principles that will not only help you maintain your composure in the face of disrespect, but also empower you to earn the respect you deserve. Stay tuned as we dive deep into these strategies that turn challenges into opportunities for strength and dignity. Let's explore how you can command respect and stand tall with confidence, no matter the circumstances. Make sure to subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more wisdom on how to live with strength, dignity, and respect. Let's start by understanding why you sometimes find yourself in these situations. Why do we face disrespectful situations? Number 1. Lack of awareness about respect in society. In today's fast-paced world, respect can sometimes feel like an afterthought. Society has become so focused on success, productivity, and personal achievements that the fundamental value of mutual respect often gets overlooked. Whether at work, among friends, or in families, respect sometimes feels rare. We live in a time where everyone is striving to get ahead, and in that pursuit, treating others with kindness and empathy often gets forgotten. But here's the truth. Disrespect is subtle, and it's often so ingrained in our daily interactions that we don't even notice it. Have you ever been spoken to dismissively, or had your feelings ignored in the middle of a conversation? These actions are often chalked up to personality differences, but they can deeply affect how someone feels, even if no one realizes it. Many times people act disrespectfully without even knowing it, out of habit, ignorance, or a lack of awareness about how their actions affect others. You might come from a background where certain behaviors aren't seen as disrespectful, but they may still be perceived that way by someone else. So, how do we break this cycle? The Stoic secrets to commanding respect start with awareness, recognizing that respect isn't just a courtesy, but a vital force that drives meaningful relationships. For example, in many workplaces, the focus is often on tasks and productivity, leaving empathy and respect out of the equation. This happens when we start seeing others merely as tools to get a job done, instead of as individuals with their own emotions and dignity. That's where disrespect creeps in, often unnoticed. Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Respect begins with listening, understanding, and being aware of how we interact with others. But how often do we truly listen? Are we too busy with our own thoughts and distractions to hear what others are saying? The key to earning respect lies in understanding that it starts with self-awareness and empathy. This concept is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes self-control and the awareness of others. Ask yourself, how often do I pause to consider how my actions affect others? Could I be more mindful to make people feel valued? Respect is not about power or dominance. It's about acknowledging the humanity of others. Think about someone you respect. What qualities do they have? Chances are they're calm, self-assured, and treat others with kindness. They don't demand respect. They earn it through their actions and awareness of how they affect those around them. If you can develop the same awareness and empathy, you'll find that people will begin to respect you in return. The next time you engage with someone, ask yourself, am I treating this person with the respect they deserve? Am I truly listening to what they are saying? Am I acknowledging their humanity? You don't need grand gestures to command respect. Sometimes it's simply about being mindful of how you treat others. That's where the Stoic secrets to respect come in. Respect is earned not through force, but through understanding, empathy, and a deliberate choice to honor others. When you embrace these principles, you'll notice a shift in how people treat you. Respect is not just something you receive. It's something you give freely, starting with self-awareness and empathy. It's the foundation of all meaningful relationships, both personal and professional, and it can transform your life. So, how will you apply these Stoic secrets today? Will you choose to listen more, understand deeper, and treat others with the respect they deserve? Number 2. Conflicts between expectations and reality. One of the most powerful yet often unnoticed sources of disrespect comes from the gap between our expectations and the reality of others' actions. This is common in the workplace, friendships, and family dynamics. We form mental models of how we think people should act based on our own values, desires, and past experiences. When others don't meet those expectations, we feel disappointed, frustrated, and disrespected. For example, imagine someone who goes out of their way to help a friend, offering emotional support or taking time out of their busy schedule. But the friend doesn't acknowledge it. This person may feel unappreciated and disrespected. In close relationships, these feelings can be even stronger. We may expect our loved ones to treat us with kindness and respect, and when they fall short, it can be painful. These feelings are intensified when we fail to communicate our needs clearly, assuming others can read our minds. When those unspoken needs are not met, frustration grows. As Epictetus wisely said, we are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. This teaches us that our distress often comes from the gap between our expectations and the reality of others' behavior, rather than their actions themselves. Modern Stoicism teaches us the importance of recognizing that we cannot control the behavior of others, expecting people to behave exactly as we wish, or assuming they'll meet our unspoken needs is often a setup for disappointment. Misunderstandings occur when we assume others will act according to our standards without considering their unique perspectives, backgrounds, or circumstances. In today's hyper-connected world, where communication often takes place through text or social media, these misunderstandings can become even more pronounced. A simple text can be misinterpreted, leaving us feeling disrespected even when no harm was intended. This is why clear communication is crucial. By expressing our needs and expectations openly, we help avoid confusion and build more respectful relationships. Honest conversations about boundaries and expectations, whether personal or professional, create a foundation for mutual respect. Modern Stoicism teaches us to focus less on trying to control others and more on managing our own reactions, thoughts, and behaviors. Learning to adjust our expectations is vital in reducing feelings of disrespect and frustration. This doesn't mean lowering our standards, but rather being flexible and understanding when others don't meet them. Recognizing that everyone has different experiences and priorities helps us appreciate the complexities of their behavior. The more we adopt this mindset, the less likely we are to feel hurt by unmet expectations. Practicing empathy, putting ourselves in others' shoes, also strengthens our relationships. When we engage with others from a place of understanding, we reduce misunderstandings and foster mutual respect. To command respect, it's essential to communicate clearly and understand that respect is a two-way street. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." This means that our behavior, rooted in self-awareness and respect, can be our most powerful tool in earning the respect of others. By managing our expectations, acting with integrity, and communicating openly, we create an environment where respect naturally thrives. This applies not only to those we know well, but also to colleagues, strangers, and acquaintances. In modern Stoicism, the focus is on mastering ourselves, our expectations, our reactions, and our thoughts. When we do this, we lay the foundation for respect to flourish in our relationships and in our own sense of fulfillment. Are you ready to challenge your expectations and see how they shape your interactions with others? Comment, "I'm ready now to dive deeper into the wisdom of Stoicism and how managing expectations can transform your relationships." Watch until the end because there's a powerful insight waiting for you that will surprise you and help you earn respect in ways you never imagined. Practical tips for handling disrespect with confidence. In life, facing disrespect can leave us feeling hurt or confused. However, if you apply the following strategies, you can handle any situation with more calm and confidence, earning immediate respect from others. Number 1. Stay calm and don't react impulsively. In life, moments of disrespect are inevitable. Whether in personal relationships, at work, or even in everyday encounters, we all face situations where we feel hurt, angry, or dismissed. In these instances, one of the most powerful ways to maintain your dignity and command respect is by learning to stay calm and not react impulsively. It's easy to want to lash out with anger, frustration, or sarcasm, especially when emotions are running high. However, reacting emotionally often only escalates the situation and deepens the conflict. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters." This insight is foundational to Stoic philosophy and serves as a powerful lesson in emotional control and self-mastery. When confronted with disrespect, the key is to take a moment to pause, breathe, and gather your thoughts before responding. This brief pause creates a space between your emotional reaction and your response, allowing you to approach the situation with a clearer mind. By responding calmly and thoughtfully, you not only protect your emotional well-being, but also project strength and composure. A calm demeanor signals to others that you are in control of your emotions and, by extension, the situation. This ability to remain unshaken demonstrates emotional intelligence and maturity, qualities that naturally command respect. It shows that you are not easily provoked and that you value your own dignity too much to engage in petty conflicts. Remaining composed does not mean tolerating disrespect or being passive. It's about responding with strength, clarity, and confidence. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This Stoic wisdom reminds us that while we cannot control how others treat us, we can control our response. A calm, measured reply can often diffuse tension and turn a potential conflict into a chance for constructive dialogue. By choosing to respond thoughtfully, you not only avoid escalating the situation, but also create the space for mutual understanding. In today's world, where social media and instant messaging encourage quick reactions, it's more important than ever to practice emotional self-control. The culture of instant gratification often pushes people to react impulsively, especially when angered, leading to misunderstandings and further conflict. Embracing the principles of modern Stoicism, taking a step back when provoked, maintaining emotional equilibrium, and reflecting before reacting becomes a powerful tool for gaining respect and protecting your peace of mind. By responding with composure, you signal that your sense of self-worth is not dependent on others' opinions or the need for validation through confrontation. Over time, people will come to respect you not because of the force of your words or actions, but because of the calm and clarity you bring to every situation. Practicing emotional restraint and intelligence fosters respect, as others recognize the maturity and strength in your ability to stay grounded. Before reacting to disrespect, take a moment to reflect. Breathe, pause, and carefully consider how to respond. This simple practice can transform the way you handle conflicts, helping you maintain control, find resolution, and ultimately earn the respect of those around you. In a world that thrives on fast-paced reactions, the ability to stay calm and respond thoughtfully is a rare and powerful trait that will set you apart. Number 2. Assert yourself with confidence. Have you ever been in a situation where someone disrespects you and you're not sure how to respond? Whether it's a rude comment at work, an inappropriate joke in a social setting, or someone speaking over you in a meeting, it can be incredibly frustrating. The key to handling disrespect is learning how to assert yourself with confidence. And no, assertiveness doesn't mean being aggressive or confrontational. It means standing up for yourself with dignity, without letting others walk all over you. This is where the Stoic secrets come into play, teaching you the power of clear, respectful communication and setting boundaries. Assertiveness is about expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs directly and honestly, but in a way that maintains your own self-respect while still respecting others. For example, imagine someone at work makes a dismissive comment about your idea. Instead of internalizing the hurt or responding defensively, you could calmly say, "I don't appreciate being spoken to like that. I expect to be treated with respect in our conversations." Notice how you're not passive, but you're also not attacking them. You're simply asserting your boundaries, which sends a clear message about how you expect to be treated going forward. So why does this work? It all comes down to consistency and self-awareness. When you assert yourself confidently, you teach people how to treat you. Setting clear boundaries prevents disrespect from continuing, as people understand that you won't tolerate it and are willing to express your needs in a calm, respectful way. Let's consider a modern example. Maybe you're in a group chat with friends, and one person constantly makes jokes at your expense. At first you might have laughed it off, but it's starting to affect your self-esteem. Instead of silently enduring it or lashing out, you can simply say, "I don't find those jokes funny anymore. I'd appreciate it if they stopped. I value our friendship and want to keep it respectful." By asserting yourself in a clear, direct manner, you set the tone for the future without being passive or overly aggressive. The key to assertiveness is finding that balance between passivity and aggression, something Stoic philosophy teaches well. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, emphasized that how we respond to situations is within our control. He believed self-control and clarity are essential when dealing with disrespect. If you can confidently assert your boundaries, people will notice that you respect yourself, and that respect will be reflected back to you. Think about the people you respect most. They're often the ones who assert themselves calmly and confidently. They don't tolerate disrespect, but they also don't shrink from standing up for themselves. They communicate their needs clearly without hesitation or aggression. The Stoic approach isn't about avoiding conflict, but facing it with poise and clarity. By practicing assertiveness in everyday situations, whether at work, in friendships, or in family dynamics, you start to build a habit of handling disrespect with grace. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become in asserting your boundaries, and the less likely you are to be disrespected in the future. Ask yourself, how often do I stand up for myself calmly and confidently? Do I allow others to speak to me disrespectfully? Can I improve at communicating my needs without being confrontational or passive? The power to command respect lies in how you present yourself and how you communicate with others. When you respect yourself enough to assert your boundaries, others will begin to mirror that respect. You don't need to demand respect through force. You earn it by standing firm in your convictions and practicing self-respect. Over time, you'll notice a shift in how others treat you. The Stoic secrets teach us that respect is rooted in self-awareness, clear communication, and the confidence to assert boundaries without aggression. Next time you face disrespect, ask yourself, how can I respond assertively without compromising my dignity? How can I set clear boundaries while maintaining respect for both myself and the other person? Through assertiveness, you create a space where your needs are heard and respected. Remember, assertiveness isn't about winning an argument. It's about expressing your needs confidently while maintaining mutual respect. This balance will help you command respect and build more meaningful, respectful relationships. Number 3. Practice self-care and self-compassion. When facing disrespect, one of the most effective strategies is to practice self-care and self-compassion. These are not mere luxuries, but essential practices to protect your mental and emotional well-being, especially when dealing with negativity. Constant exposure to disrespect can drain your energy, cloud your judgment, and leave you feeling overwhelmed. To rebuild your strength and resilience, it's crucial to incorporate self-care into your routine. Modern Stoicism emphasizes focusing on what we can control, and self-care is a proactive way to manage our emotions. Activities like exercise, meditation, or spending time with loved ones can help restore balance, reduce stress, and bring emotional clarity. As Seneca once said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." By making time for things that restore us, we avoid allowing negativity to take over. Acknowledging and processing your emotions after being disrespected is another vital aspect of self-care. Whether you're feeling hurt, frustrated, or disappointed, it's important to give yourself space to feel those emotions. Stoicism teaches that while emotions are natural, how we react to them determines our inner peace. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Practicing self-compassion allows you to feel your emotions without judgment, helping you process them in a healthier way. This prevents emotional burnout and avoids impulsive reactions or internalizing resentment. Instead, self-compassion helps you approach difficult feelings with patience and kindness. Moreover, self-care reinforces your inherent worth. It's easy to forget that you deserve respect, especially when others treat you poorly. By prioritizing your well-being, you remind yourself that your emotional health matters. The more you engage in self-care, the more confident you become in managing challenging situations with grace. Modern Stoicism teaches that the foundation of respect begins with self-respect. Taking care of yourself not only helps you respond to adversity more effectively, but also boosts your inner strength and resilience. This self-respect influences how others treat you and how you navigate your relationships. As Epictetus wisely said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Mastering our reactions allows us to maintain control and make thoughtful decisions in difficult situations. In today's world, where negativity and disrespect are widespread, practicing self-care has never been more important. Whether in the workplace, social circles, or on social media, it's easy to feel undervalued. However, by engaging in practices that nourish your mind and body, you protect yourself from the harmful effects of disrespect and build resilience for future challenges. Regular exercise, mindful meditation, and emotional restoration are all key to maintaining a solid foundation of emotional health. Self-care also improves your ability to interact with others constructively. When you're well-rested, clear-headed, and emotionally balanced, you're less likely to react negatively to disrespect. Instead, you can respond thoughtfully and with intention. Practicing self-care not only benefits you personally, but it also sets an example for others, encouraging mutual respect. By nurturing yourself, you create a positive cycle of self-respect that others naturally mirror. Ultimately, self-care is not just a personal practice but an act of self-respect that commands the respect of others. Self-care and self-compassion are powerful tools in managing disrespect and preserving emotional well-being. By acknowledging your emotions and giving yourself the time and space to heal, you build the resilience necessary to navigate life's challenges with grace. Modern Stoicism teaches that we can't control the actions of others, but we can control our responses. By prioritizing self-care, we respond with strength and clarity, maintaining our sense of self-worth and inner peace. Through self-care, we model the behavior that inspires respect from others and strengthens our ability to handle future challenges with confidence. Congratulations on reaching this point. You're truly aligning with the wisdom of the universe. If you're committed to nurturing yourself and embracing the power of self-care, let us know in the comments by typing, "I'm ready to prioritize me." This simple action shows your dedication to listening and responding to the messages around you. Stay with us. There's more valuable wisdom waiting at the end, and trust me, it's going to be worth it. Number 4. Set clear boundaries. Setting clear boundaries is essential for commanding respect and preserving your dignity, particularly when dealing with disrespect. Boundaries are the personal limits we establish to protect our emotional health and define acceptable behavior in relationships, whether in personal or professional settings. Without boundaries, we risk becoming overwhelmed, drained, or taken advantage of by others who may test our limits. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Setting boundaries is an act of self-mastery, helping us prioritize our well-being and protect our energy from those who don't align with our values. Boundaries teach others how to treat us and preserve our emotional strength for relationships and situations that are fulfilling and respectful. When we set boundaries, we communicate our standards clearly, whether that means saying no to certain requests, limiting time spent with negative or disrespectful individuals, or assertively expressing our needs. This is not about being rigid, but about setting a framework that fosters mutual respect and understanding. A well-established boundary is a sign of self-respect and is not about demanding perfection or controlling others. Rather, it creates an environment where healthy relationships can thrive. By communicating your boundaries, you make it clear to others how you expect to be treated, reinforcing your worth and teaching others that you value yourself enough to maintain your standards. Modern Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control the actions of others, we can control how we respond and what we allow into our lives. By consistently enforcing boundaries, we protect our peace and minimize unnecessary conflict. Over time, people who respect our boundaries will treat us with more consideration, while those who disregard them may either adjust their behavior or drift away. The consistent enforcement of boundaries helps prevent confusion and ensures that our standards are respected. It requires us to be clear and firm in communicating our limits, even if doing so feels uncomfortable or challenging. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." This is especially relevant when boundaries are tested. Rather than reacting impulsively or mimicking disrespectful behavior, we can remain calm, reinforce our boundaries, and preserve our peace. Setting boundaries is also a form of emotional self-care. For those of us accustomed to people-pleasing or avoiding conflict, it can be uncomfortable at first, but learning to say no and prioritize our well-being is crucial for long-term happiness and emotional stability. In today's world where demands are endless, the ability to set boundaries is a courageous act of self-respect. Modern Stoicism teaches us that our peace should not be compromised by external pressures. Setting boundaries allows us to align our lives with our values, reduce stress, and create space for relationships that nourish us rather than drain us. It's also important to remember that boundaries are flexible and not meant to be permanent walls. They can be adjusted depending on the situation, allowing us to navigate different relationships with clarity. Boundaries ensure that we protect ourselves while making room for meaningful connections. In a fast-paced world, setting boundaries is more important than ever. Social media, demanding work schedules, and family obligations often lead to burnout and resentment. Yet by setting boundaries, we empower ourselves to say yes to what matters most and no to what drains our energy. This act of self-control gives us the power to make choices based on our values, rather than being swept away by external pressures. By doing so, we earn respect from others and maintain the respect we owe ourselves. In sum, taking the time to reflect on your boundaries and communicate them consistently will help you create a life that is both respectful and fulfilling. By doing so, you not only protect your peace but also align your life with your true self, fostering relationships that support your growth and well-being. Number 5. Focus on the bigger picture. Have you ever been disrespected in a way that left you feeling frustrated or angry? Maybe a colleague undermined your work, a friend made a joke at your expense, or someone belittled you in public. It's easy to react emotionally in these situations, whether by snapping back or shutting down completely. But what if I told you that the Stoic secrets to commanding respect lie in focusing on the bigger picture? When you step back and see the situation from a broader perspective, you'll realize that disrespect often says more about the other person's struggles than it does about you. By not personalizing their behavior, you can maintain your emotional balance and control your response. Think about it. When someone lashes out at you, they may be dealing with their own insecurities, frustrations, or fears. Recognizing this helps you avoid reacting impulsively or with anger. Instead, you can choose to respond in a way that reflects your values, not the emotional turbulence of the moment. For instance, imagine you're in a meeting and a colleague interrupts you with a dismissive comment. In that moment, it might feel deeply personal, but by stepping back, you realize that this person could be feeling insecure, threatened, or just having a bad day. Is it worth letting their behavior control your mood and progress? Probably not. By focusing on the bigger picture, you keep your emotions in check and stay aligned with your long-term goals. This is where Stoic philosophy can guide you. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is focusing on what's within your control. your thoughts, reactions, and actions, rather than being consumed by things outside of it, like other people's behavior. When disrespected, take a moment to reflect. Is this a one-time event or part of a pattern? Does responding with anger align with your values? Or would it be better to maintain composure and handle the situation with dignity? By focusing on the bigger picture, you avoid impulsive reactions and make decisions based on your character and long-term principles. Another crucial aspect of the bigger picture is recognizing the value of your relationships. If someone repeatedly disrespects you, it might be time to reconsider whether that relationship is worth maintaining. Stoicism teaches that your time and energy are valuable, so you should be selective about who you allow into your life. If someone's disrespect consistently undermines your peace of mind, it may be worth reevaluating the relationship's health and long-term viability. Reflect on your own life. Have you ever chosen to rise above disrespect because you understood that the bigger picture mattered more? Maybe you paused before reacting, or chose to walk away instead of engaging in a petty argument. This is the power of focusing on the bigger picture. It helps you avoid getting caught up in fleeting emotions and instead guides you to make decisions that reflect your values and preserve your well-being. The Stoic secret to dealing with disrespect is rooted in self-control and perspective. By focusing on the larger context, you can avoid personalizing negativity and rise above petty conflicts. You can choose to react with composure and keep your attention on what truly matters in the long run. The next time you face disrespect, ask yourself, is this moment worth losing my emotional equilibrium over? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values and goals? When you focus on the bigger picture, others will start to respect you, not because you demand it, but because you've shown that you don't get caught up in small temporary slights. Embracing the Stoic mindset allows you to command respect effortlessly. You gain more control over your emotions, clarity in your decisions, and a greater sense of peace. The lesson is simple. When disrespected, step back and see the bigger picture. Don't get lost in fleeting emotions. Instead, respond in a way that reflects your core principles and long-term goals. By doing so, you protect your emotional well-being and present yourself as someone who commands respect through composure and integrity. The tips in this section will help you build solid confidence and gain respect from others right away. However, to maintain and grow that respect over the long term, you need to implement long-term strategies. Keep reading in Part C to discover the key steps that will help you stay strong and composed in every situation. Long-term strategies for dealing with disrespect. Number 1. Cultivate emotional resilience. In today's fast-paced world, emotional resilience is crucial for maintaining your self-worth and commanding respect, especially when faced with adversity or disrespect. Emotional resilience allows you to remain steady and composed in difficult situations, helping you bounce back without losing sight of who you are. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This reminds us that while we can't control how others behave, we always control how we respond. Cultivating this resilience is vital to preventing others' negative actions from shaking your self-esteem. Building emotional resilience involves developing coping strategies that keep you grounded under stress. Techniques like mindfulness meditation, deep breathing, and journaling can help you process emotions in a healthy way. Mindfulness, for example, teaches you to observe your emotions without judgment, helping you respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. Deep breathing slows your body's stress response, making it easier to remain calm. Journaling, meanwhile, provides an outlet for self-reflection, helping you understand your emotional triggers and responses. By practicing these techniques consistently, you train yourself to manage challenges with greater emotional clarity. Having a strong support network also plays a key role in emotional resilience. Friends, family, or trusted colleagues offer perspective and emotional support, helping you navigate tough situations with a clear mind. Stoicism teaches that resilience isn't about suppressing emotions, but about seeking wisdom and support from those around you. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When you surround yourself with positive, understanding people, you strengthen your emotional foundation. Another crucial aspect of resilience is learning from past experiences. When faced with disrespect, reflect on how you handled the situation. What worked? Where did you feel triggered? By examining these moments, you can grow emotionally stronger and refine your responses. Stoic philosopher Seneca reminded us, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Each encounter with adversity is an opportunity for growth, not just a challenge to avoid. As you practice emotional resilience, it becomes a natural response to adversity. Rather than reacting impulsively, you'll find yourself approaching difficult situations with calm and clarity. This inner composure, born of resilience, helps you maintain self-respect, even in the face of disrespect. It's this quiet strength that commands the respect of others. In the end, modern Stoicism teaches that true power lies not in controlling others but in mastering ourselves. By focusing on what we can control, our responses, actions, and mindset, we maintain our dignity and integrity, even when others may try to undermine us. In today's world, where stress and negativity are ever present, emotional resilience is more important than ever. Whether you're dealing with challenging coworkers, difficult family members, or everyday pressures, resilience enables you to stay centered and preserve your self-respect. Cultivating emotional resilience doesn't just help you survive difficult situations, it empowers you to thrive. When you control your thoughts and reactions, you maintain your peace and integrity, naturally commanding respect from others. Number 2. Strengthen your support network. Building a strong support network is essential for commanding respect and maintaining your dignity, especially when faced with disrespect. Whether in personal relationships, at work, or during moments of conflict, the presence of supportive individuals can significantly influence how you navigate difficult situations. A network of friends, family, mentors, and colleagues who share your values offers not only encouragement and guidance, but also emotional security. These individuals provide a fresh perspective, helping you gain clarity and distance from the immediate emotional impact of disrespect. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." In moments of disrespect, it's easy to let emotions cloud your judgment, but having trusted people around you can help you manage your feelings and reduce unnecessary stress. Surrounded by people who uplift and respect you, it becomes easier to face challenges with confidence, knowing you have support behind you. In today's fast-paced world, many people feel isolated due to busy schedules and the pressures of modern life. The importance of a strong support network is often overlooked, yet it's more vital than ever. In a society that often emphasizes individual achievement, being able to rely on others without fear of judgment is a powerful asset. By maintaining and engaging with your support network, you build emotional resilience and improve your ability to communicate and navigate challenges. These relationships create a safe space where you can express your feelings, seek advice, and reflect on how to handle situations that could otherwise leave you feeling disrespected or discouraged. As Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. With a circle of trusted individuals, you are more equipped to respond thoughtfully to disrespect rather than acting impulsively. However, building a strong support network is not about depending on others to fight your battles for you. Instead, it's about drawing strength from those around you to empower your own decisions and actions. A solid network isn't about seeking solutions from others, but knowing you have people who believe in you and encourage you to align your decisions with your values. The most valuable members of your support system are those who empower you to think critically, act with purpose, and preserve your dignity in difficult times. Modern Stoicism teaches that while we can't control the actions of others, we can control how we respond. With a strong support network, you'll find it easier to handle disrespect with grace, not because you rely on others, but because your inner strength and confidence are fortified by those who have your back. In practical terms, a strong support network means intentionally surrounding yourself with people who nurture your emotional well-being and distancing yourself from toxic relationships that drain your energy. It's not enough to simply have people around you. They must be individuals who respect your boundaries, encourage your growth, and help you stay true to yourself. The more you invest in these relationships, the stronger and more resilient you become when faced with disrespect. In today's digital age, where social media often fosters shallow connections, the need for genuine, supportive relationships is more crucial than ever. By cultivating deep connections with people who understand you and offer thoughtful advice, you enhance your ability to navigate conflict with dignity and clarity. Building a strong support network is not about having a list of contacts or simply maintaining relationships. It's about cultivating meaningful connections that provide emotional strength, guidance, and empowerment. These relationships allow you to maintain your composure and confidence when confronted with disrespect. By surrounding yourself with people who share your values, you create a foundation of resilience, enabling you to respond with grace, self-assurance, and clarity. With a strong support system, the challenges of life become more manageable, and you'll find that you can command the respect you deserve, not through confrontation, but through the quiet power of knowing you are supported and capable. Number 3. Continue personal growth. Have you ever experienced disrespect that left you feeling frustrated or diminished? Maybe a colleague dismissed your idea, a friend made a joke at your expense, or someone belittled you in front of others. In those moments, it's tempting to react with anger or withdraw. But what if I told you that the secret to earning respect doesn't lie in responding to disrespect with emotion, but rather in continuous personal growth? The Stoic secrets to commanding respect start with the understanding that self-improvement, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, builds the foundation for handling disrespect with confidence. Personal growth is a lifelong journey. It's about more than just acquiring new skills or achieving goals. It's about building resilience, emotional intelligence, and a mindset that can weather life's challenges, including disrespect. When you focus on improving yourself, whether through reading, learning new skills, or setting personal goals, you develop the confidence to navigate difficult situations with grace. Take a moment to reflect. Have you grown emotionally, intellectually, or professionally this year? Perhaps you've developed better communication skills or learned to handle stress more effectively. Every effort you put into personal growth contributes to your ability to maintain composure when facing disrespect. For example, imagine you're in a meeting and a colleague interrupts you, dismissing your point. It's easy to feel hurt or react impulsively, but if you've been focusing on personal growth, you'll have the emotional intelligence to pause and reflect. Instead of getting defensive, you may assertively state that you'd like to finish your thought or choose to move on without letting the comment derail your day. The more you invest in your personal development, the more you'll handle these moments with poise and confidence. This is where Stoic philosophy becomes invaluable. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus believed that we cannot control others' actions, but we can control how we respond. When faced with disrespect, instead of reacting in anger, take a moment to reflect. What is the best way to respond that aligns with my values? This kind of self-reflection allows you to maintain your dignity, avoiding knee-jerk reactions and making decisions based on what truly matters to you. Moreover, personal growth is about expanding your perspective. As you grow emotionally and intellectually, you begin to understand the motivations behind others' actions. Disrespect often stems from someone else's insecurity, frustration, or issues. Nothing to do with you. The more you grow, the more empathetic you become, allowing you to handle such moments with understanding rather than defensiveness. For instance, at a social event, someone might make a snide remark about your appearance. The old you might have felt hurt or lashed out, but the newer version of you, the one committed to personal growth, will pause, recognize their comment likely stems from their own discomfort, and respond with calm confidence, protecting your self-worth without reacting. Regular self-assessment is also a key part of personal growth. By looking inward, you can identify areas where you need improvement. Are you becoming more emotionally resilient? Do you handle disrespect better than before? The more you reflect on these questions, the more you can continue developing yourself, making it easier to maintain your composure in challenging situations. How often do you dedicate time to growing emotionally and mentally? Are you actively working on improving your communication skills and emotional resilience? Personal growth doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you'll find yourself handling disrespect and adversity with more confidence and grace. The Stoic secret to commanding respect isn't about external validation or making grand gestures. It's about focusing on your own growth, becoming a stronger, more grounded version of yourself. As you develop emotionally and mentally, you gain the strength to handle disrespect calmly and confidently. The key lesson here is simple. Respect isn't demanded. It's earned through continuous self-improvement and emotional control. The more you focus on your personal growth, the more respect you will naturally command. We grow through challenges, and so do you. Share your story of personal growth in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you've turned moments of disrespect into opportunities for growth. If you're ready to continue your journey, just type, "I'm growing stronger." Your voice truly matters to us, and your engagement motivates us to keep creating meaningful content. Stay tuned till the end. There's a powerful lesson waiting that might surprise you. Number 4. Practice gratitude and positive thinking. Practicing gratitude and maintaining a positive outlook are powerful tools for commanding respect and protecting yourself from the emotional toll of disrespect. In today's world, where negativity often dominates, it's easy to be affected by the hurtful actions of others. However, consciously focusing on the positive aspects of our lives can create a mental shield that minimizes the impact of disrespect. Gratitude allows us to appreciate our achievements, relationships, and the small moments of joy that we often take for granted. This shift in focus doesn't ignore the pain of disrespect, but it helps redirect our energy toward the things that bring peace, fulfillment, and happiness. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." His words remind us that while we cannot control others, we can always control our response. Practicing gratitude empowers us to remain grounded and positive, regardless of external circumstances. Gratitude also builds emotional resilience by training our minds to find silver linings even during adversity. When faced with disrespect, it's natural to feel frustrated or hurt. However, gratitude helps us see beyond the negativity and recognize the good. This doesn't mean suppressing our feelings, but rather acknowledging them without letting them dominate our emotional state. By fostering a mindset of gratitude, we become more adaptable and emotionally stronger when handling difficult situations. Modern Stoicism teaches that our reactions are within our control. Focusing on what we can influence, such as our mindset and gratitude, helps us maintain peace of mind despite external challenges. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom encourages us to direct our energy towards positive thinking and emotional clarity. With a mindset of gratitude, we become less vulnerable to the emotional damage caused by disrespect. Instead of feeling demoralized, we maintain a sense of empowerment. A single negative interaction no longer defines our self-worth because we recognize that our value comes from many positive aspects of life. By practicing gratitude, we cultivate inner strength that shields us from external negativity. This emotional resilience naturally commands respect, as others are drawn to those who remain calm and composed in challenging situations. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This perspective teaches us that adversity and disrespect are opportunities for growth. Each challenge enhances our resilience and reinforces our sense of self-respect. In modern life, where stress and conflict are inevitable, gratitude and positive thinking have become more important than ever. Whether dealing with difficult coworkers, strained family relationships, or societal pressures, gratitude serves as a protective shield. By taking time each day to reflect on the good things in your life, whether through journaling, meditation, or simple reflection, you can strengthen your emotional resilience. This daily practice helps you maintain balance and ensures that when disrespect arises, you can face it with poise and clarity. The more you practice gratitude, the less power negative interactions have over your emotional state. By embracing a mindset of positivity, you cultivate an environment where respect naturally flows, as people are drawn to those who radiate calm and confidence. Gratitude is a form of self-respect. It teaches us to focus on our strengths and the positive aspects of our lives, rather than allowing the actions of others to diminish our sense of worth. Modern Stoicism encourages us to turn inward and protect our emotional well-being. By choosing gratitude, we not only enhance our own resilience but also inspire respect in others. When people see us remain optimistic and steady in the face of challenges, they are more likely to treat us with the same respect. In a world where negativity often overwhelms, gratitude serves as our quiet strength, protecting us from disrespect and earning the admiration and respect we deserve. By cultivating gratitude, you fortify your emotional well-being and command respect without effort. Number 5. Embrace continuous self-reflection and feedback. Embracing continuous self-reflection and feedback is a powerful way to command respect and enhance your resilience, especially when facing disrespect. In moments of conflict, it's easy to let emotions take over, making it difficult to respond thoughtfully. However, stepping back and reflecting on the situation can offer valuable growth opportunities. When confronted with disrespect, ask yourself, what triggered the situation? How did I respond? Did I assert myself, and if not, what could I have done differently? This self-reflection helps you evaluate your reactions objectively, turning each experience into a learning moment. As Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." The key here is listening to your own emotions, actions, and to others' perspectives before reacting. This practice fosters emotional maturity and empowers you to refine your responses, allowing you to handle future challenges with greater confidence. Self-reflection also involves identifying patterns in your behavior. Do you tend to tolerate disrespect to avoid confrontation? Or perhaps you overreact, escalating the situation? By recognizing these tendencies, you can make more mindful choices about how to handle similar situations in the future. Seeking feedback from trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues can also provide valuable perspectives on how to manage disrespect more effectively. As Marcus Aurelius noted, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Constructive feedback helps you move beyond emotional responses, turning conflicts into opportunities for growth and improvement. Rather than feeling defeated by difficult situations, you learn how to turn them into lessons that enhance your emotional resilience. In today's fast-paced, often disconnected world, where online interactions and social media amplify emotional reactions, the need for self-reflection is more important than ever. Social media encourages quick emotional responses, which can lead to impulsive behavior that undermines your dignity. However, by embracing the Stoic practice of pausing before reacting, you can build emotional resilience. Creating space for self-reflection and seeking feedback allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than reflexively. Over time, this habit strengthens your emotional awareness, making you more proactive and less reactive when dealing with disrespect. The beauty of self-reflection is its ability to transform every experience into an opportunity for growth. Each time you reflect on a challenging moment, you gain insights that make you better prepared for future encounters. Rather than feeling overwhelmed by disrespect, you become more adept at managing your emotions and reinforcing your boundaries. This shift from being reactive to being proactive is key to maintaining your self-respect in any situation. As you become more confident in navigating moments of disrespect, you build stronger relationships based on mutual respect, which further enhances your ability to command respect from others. Self-reflection should be an ongoing, active process, not a passive one. As you continuously reflect and seek feedback, you become more aware of your emotional triggers and better able to manage your responses. Instead of viewing conflicts as threats to your dignity, you start to see them as opportunities to assert your boundaries and reinforce your self-worth. Over time, this leads to greater emotional strength and confidence. By embracing self-reflection and feedback, you develop a deep sense of personal responsibility that enhances your resilience and earns the respect of others. Modern Stoicism teaches us that we can't always control the actions of others, but we can control how we respond. Through regular self-reflection and seeking feedback, You align yourself with Stoic principles of self-mastery. This allows you to handle disrespect with composure and confidence, transforming each experience into a stepping stone for personal growth. As you grow through this process of reflection and emotional regulation, you become more capable of commanding respect, not through confrontation, but through the quiet strength of self-awareness and self-mastery. Through consistent growth, you navigate life's challenges with grace, earning respect not through force but through the power of reflection and emotional control. Thank you for watching today's video on how to command respect using Stoic philosophy. Remember, handling disrespect is an ongoing journey that requires emotional resilience, self-respect, and clear boundaries. By applying these Stoic principles, you can navigate challenges with confidence and protect your emotional well-being. Always remember that respect starts with you. When you embrace these strategies, you not only teach others how to treat you, but also become a living example of self-respect and assertiveness. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends or family who might benefit from this advice, and don't forget to subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more insights on Stoic philosophy and personal growth. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update, and stay tuned for our upcoming videos that will help you live a life full of wisdom, strength, and dignity. Stay resilient and keep living the Stoic way.